today we're basically focusing our webinar on how you can boost your revenue using our upselling and cross-selling strategies. So we're going to be going through a whole heap of ways to automate our processes in the system to get Newbook sending out some amazing deals for your guests, or even little hidden exclusive promotions and upgrades, and so many things that your guests are really going to love and is also going to increase your bottom line. So let's jump on into all of that wonderful things. So I'm going to firstly go to my Newbook online booking page. And when you think about that customer journey, the first thing they're going to be doing is obviously making a booking. Now, if they happen to be doing that from your online website, your direct website, we know they're going to be just checking out your rates. That's fine. They're going to be comparing you to all of your other businesses in the area, all your competitors. We want to put you above the rest. What can you offer them that everywhere else can't? So when they are going to place that booking, they're going to then see a whole heap of extras they could add on to their stay. Now, these can be super quick and easy to set up booking add-ons. These are literally just your inventory items. You click one little button, and this will then pop it online for all of your guests to see. These are just optional extras. Your guests can kind of peruse, see what they might be interested in. And it could be things like a daily breakfast. Save your guests from having to stop off and do grocery shopping before they start their holiday. Who wants to do that with a ton of kids in the car? And firewood. If you're a campsite and you do offer bonfires and wonderful little things with marshmallows, this is going to really make and create some amazing guest memories with the entire family. So just having that ready to go on their site or at reception, your guests are going to love it. And if it is something really special, champagnes and strawberries on arrival. We all know sometimes partners aren't that great on surprising us. So this could be a great way to help your guests really make this little trip special. If you do have any items that aren't unlimited, like these booking add-ons, you don't always have them up your arsenal, you can also, I suppose, restrict these using facilities. So facilities allow you to basically ensure that you never overbook anything. Newbook can make sure that we know how many of these particular items that you have, and therefore at that particular time the guest is interested in purchasing or renting it, that there is still going to be that stock. Now you might notice my little tiles are a little bit different to what we saw previously. If you have so many amazing little extras that your guests can purchase, you can actually hide them, organize them into little tile groupings. So for instance, my guest is interested in extra bedding. They have an extra person coming to stay with them. We have to squeeze them in. Or maybe just their partner snores. They want to have a bit of distance. We can jump in to see all of the different bedding options. We can choose to add one on just for a particular day or for the entire length of stay. So really quick and easy. And once again, it's not, once we kind of use up our quantity of rollaway beds for that particular time, it just won't show as available. So the guest is only going to see what they can purchase during their stay. In exactly the same way, if there's any wonderful activities or things that you offer at your property that you want to advertise, and they have participant restrictions, there's only so many people that can be part of it, or obviously time slots, times that they actually do occur. That's where activities are fantastic. Once again, you can organize them nice and tidily with those little tiles, but all of these amazing things that your guests can then go ahead and purchase for whichever times happen to be available, they don't necessarily need to be paid items. Now, this kid's face painting, or maybe if I had a movie night, they could be free things that I'm offering to my guests to put me above my competitors. Now, the tricky thing is, now that I know how many people are interested in my, let's say, movie night, that means that my little kiosk can be selling popcorn and lollies and all of these amazing things, and that's where I'm getting my revenue. So my guests are thinking they're getting such great value with this free little activity. They can drop the kids off, relax for a couple of hours, and actually have a holiday themselves, all at your property. So that's really going to help I suppose, make you the one they want to stay with and help them see that value of staying at your property. So really, really great ideas because all of these great things, even with Halloween, I know you guys in the US, you tend to enjoy Halloween. Us here in Australia, we've definitely joined that bandwagon. Kids face painting over the Halloween holidays. We also know some clients that have set up mazes and amazing little other things that are during those particular times. So definitely have a think about what you could offer, because those few little things, those little extra touches that once again, completely optional for your guests to take up or not, they could mean the difference of getting this booking or your guest going elsewhere to start with. And obviously mean extra revenue for you if they do go ahead with all of these cool little extras. Now, the guest has decided to add all of these amazing little extras onto their stay. So once we kind of go through all of that, and the booking has been placed. Now, if for any reason that, jumping into this one here, this guest did book some of those wonderful extras, it's really easy to see those few items. So for instance, we have this little booking for John Smith here. Straight away, we can see that facility hire that he's added in. If staff are creating bookings and people calling over the phone, and same thing, guests are interested in booking those things, you can add them really quickly and easily just down the bottom here underneath your rates by selecting any of these tabs here. And they'll appear just like so. So nice and neat and tidy. And once again, you can add all the little extras that your guests are interested in adding to their stay. Now, with those guests, once again, if they did book over the phone, maybe you were busy, you didn't tell them about all those amazing things, you could add in links into your booking confirmations that automatically go to your guests. Or a lot of clients even set up pre-arrival emails to go out maybe a couple of days before the guest's arrival to help them remember that they we'll jump into one now, to help them remember they do have a holiday that's coming up with you, obviously where they're staying, and maybe just to finalize their balance so they can get that out of the way and just start enjoying their holiday from the second they get to your property, rather than having to find their wallet that's disappeared and all of that wonderful stuff. So those little links are really great to pop into those pre-arrivals. But in the same way, you can add in links to add those extras into their stay. Because maybe they booked a whole year ago. They weren't sure what they wanted to do for their holiday. This is another great way to just remind them everything that's on offer. And they can just simply click these little links in those contact templates. These can be sent as an email or an SMS, and they can add it onto their booking. So by clicking those particular links, it will actually link like we saw for John Smith just before. So Newbook knows that those two are connected. Now, if those guests also had friends that were staying in other properties nearby that were obviously so jealous about all the amazing things on offer at your property, you can add in additional separate links to purchase those items without needing a booking. Now, a lot of clients have actually also added these links onto their website. So if I jump to my Newbook online links page, I can then open my facilities or my activity tickets or my booking add-ons, and that's going to allow my guests, or allow me to pop onto my main web page all of these individual, I'll jump into one, all of these individual little extras that could be purchased. And what that means is that you're not just restricting all of these extras to people staying at your property, but you're also opening yourself up to friends of theirs that you might want to draw in, or even just people that are locals in your area. What better way to target the people that literally are down the road with all of these cool things that they're probably interested in as well. Once again, really great ways of boosting kind of your revenue, and even having the locals work on your behalf so that if guests are going around and checking things out, oh, hey, you're staying there. Did you check out the kayaks, or did you do this, or did you try? And once again, word of mouth, fantastic. You're getting that extra revenue for it. Your guest is having a better stay, and so is a lot of extra people. Now, so popping those on the web page, all absolutely fantastic. Our guests are now really, really happy with the stay that they have, but we want to make them even happier. So we're going to jump into something that without this this video would kind of be pointless without, is our upgrade promotions. This is by far the best way, best automated way to increase your revenue. These are things like sleep-ins and category upgrades and extensions. If we jump into this little one here, this is absolutely fantastic because it gives us the option to automatically send out an offer to our guests when maybe 2 days before their arrival. If they're on a powered site, do they want to upgrade and have a beautiful hotel suite? Maybe the weather's not looking so good, and being able to just see the average pricing or the difference, it's not actually that much. Therefore, that could be enough to get them over the line. Or even just boosting from your more budget or basic accommodation to the more high-end and luxurious holidays that your guests could be getting or going ahead with. Now, what this means is, one, your guest is going to have an even better holiday with that lovely deal that you're going to give them to convince them to go that little bit higher. And generally, if you are sending it out only a couple of days before that arrival anyway, you're most likely not going to be getting that full paying guest. So by getting those budget guests to pay a little bit more, because you already have them locked into your system, that's going to free up all of that cheaper accommodation. And we noticed that all of those last minute bookers, they're just looking for what's cheapest to get in. So that means that not only have you potentially got more money out of an existing guest, and obviously they've got a good stay as well, but you've also got more bookings by opening up that cheaper end of your spectrum. So really great idea from there as well. We also have the other upgrade option, which is our late checkout. So my personal favorite when I'm on a holiday is have a sleep in, because that's kind of the point of a holiday, right? So we want to make sure our guests are having a great time too. And for people with families, they might just need those couple of extra minutes or hours to get the kids to put on the shoes and organize all of that wonderful stuff. So once again, Newbook is automatically sending out these offers for you, and only if there is that availability. These can just send out as a nice little text message, and the guest just has to simply text back to take up that great offer. So super quick, super easy, and the Newbook system does everything else. It updates that booking there for you, so absolutely handy. And then you can just check out like normal. And then within here, you can even have kind of like two within one. So if I was a guest staying in my tropical family villa, I could kind of, I could kind of have an upsell within an upsell, that I could have a wonderful sleep until 12 o'clock for $20, or I could stay till 6 p.m. and just literally leave basically whenever I wanted for $21. So once again, if it is the same guest that's going to get both of these, it's going to be one SMS that goes out with both of those offers. And your guest is going to go, well, for an extra dollar, hell yeah, we can just chill back, relax. And once again, you've got that whole extra $21 just for a room that was going to be free anyway. So really great idea. And jumping into our last upgrade type, we have our upgrade extension. Because our guest has now figured out that you are amazing, they're having a wonderful holiday, why would they not want to stay longer? Especially if you do want to offer them a bit of a discount, or just once again remind them about your super cheap average nightly rates anyway. Once again, the guest can just select that yes, or text back that wonderful code to get that offer on their booking. But this one in particular is really good for your busy seasons. So when you have things like minimum stay restrictions, where you might actually have those little one-night gaps in your bookings chart anyway, that isn't possible to fill up. So by literally offering this guest to fill this space that we can't fill anyway, once again, you're increasing your revenue. Your guest is super happy that they get to stay a little bit longer, and they're getting such a great deal. So definitely something to jump on into. Really good way to boost your revenue. And it's not just restricted to, obviously, this automation. If you if I jump into one of my guests here, so for instance, with Mr. John Doe, maybe when my staff are checking him in, straight away, we can see what offers are available. So we haven't got any upgrade categories, but, ooh, hey, fantastic. My staff can see straight away that there is a one night available for this guest, and the cost is $100. So if it was something like 10% or 80% of the cost, Newbook's just going to automatically calculate, takes out all of the kind of brain work. And then also our late checkouts, same thing. Your staff can see those two that are available. And if it is they want to, or your guest goes, yes, that sounds fantastic, all your staff need to do is click this one button to update the booking. So if I click that extend button, it automatically adds on that extra little fee, and we can see my my time or my departure time has automatically updated. Super quick, super easy, really good to help your staff know when they can offer some great deals. So definitely have a bit of a look at that. And then obviously, once you've started setting up all of these amazing offers, like most things in Newbook, we have our upgrade promotions report. So you can jump on in here, and obviously we're in a training database, so everything is manual, but we can see which have been sent out to your guest automatically, or which your staff have been really good at upselling, and most important, how much extra money that we've been making. So you can use this report to kind of track that, which is really handy. Cool. So jumping in, our guests have had an absolutely amazing time. They've upgraded. They've got a whole heap of extras. They've really done so many amazing things with their holiday. So we want to go and well, obviously they're going to depart, which is sad, but we also want to, I suppose, make them come back again. Because the best way for all of these amazing upsells and all of these extra items is if we can get them to do it all over again. And maybe this time we can get them to bring their friends, their family, and more people. So once again, even more upsells, even more revenue, because we are obviously amazing. So jumping in, we have that interactive promotion. And interactive promotions just make it a really fun way to advertise or to draw your guests back with some great discounts. And these can be popped in to things like your after departure survey, or they could be popped into a Newbook marketing campaign. Either way, it's sending this little scratch and win out to your guests so they can win some prizes. So I'm just going to jump into this one here. Down the bottom, the prizes that you can offer can be things like discounts. So for instance, 20% off the next day. It could be things like hidden rate applications, so those exclusive offers that only they know about, or even Newbook online sales. You can create as many little discounts or potential prizes, and we're on the right-hand side, their chance of winning. So maybe you could even have a completely free stay, but they only have a 1% chance of getting it, so very, very lucky. But what that means for your guests is when they do scratch that lovely prize and click that little claim button, I'll just jump out of this little, no, close our cart. Oh, no, wrong button. Once I clear this cart, I'll show you what this looks like. Clear cart. Okay, so now we don't have anything in our cart. If my guest was to get that lovely scratch and win prize, they can click to claim their prize, and that will automatically either show that hidden rate or unlock that discount. So they can not only see what they should have been paying, but what they will be paying if they go ahead to book with you. Now, jumping back to that interactive promotion, when you are creating these, a good idea is to kind of, I suppose, increase that guest urgency by setting expiry. So that could be that maybe not 1 minute, but just to show you that little countdown timer there. You can pop in how long you want that to expire, if it's a couple of minutes, hours, or days. And if you want to also, I find a better setting is from, instead of the time that the email was sent out, the expiry starting, from the time of that guest opening that email. Because once again, if you set these up during your holiday times, some guests might not be checking their emails and they might get it when it's already expired, which can be a little bit disappointing. So by setting it to the time that the email is opened, you're still giving that guest plenty of time to take up that fantastic offer, but still kind of prompting them that they do need to start thinking about that soon before they miss out. Because we want to add that bit of incentive. We want to help push our guests to make that extra holiday with us and make it as appealing as possible. And this is a really fun way to do exactly that. Now, we also are jumping into, or finally, we have our gift vouchers. So if I jump into my lovely gift voucher setup, this gives us the opportunity to create a whole heap or just one little gift voucher that once again, we could have popped into our booking confirmation as a link. We could pop it onto our website using our Newbook online links to embed this URL here, this little one here. And either way, that guest will be redirected to your page to show all of the gift vouchers that you might have available. So once again, it could be something that is variable, that they can pop in whatever amount they want, or you can restrict it to set kind of blocks of pricing. But basically, it's just our guests has had a fantastic time. They already love you. Why would we not want them to promote you? Word of mouth is one of the best ways to get guests to keep coming back or to bring in more people. So we want to open ourselves up to that. And honestly, when we are getting to holiday time, there's a lot of guests that are really, really hard to buy for. This is a great opportunity for people to literally give a gift that everyone's going to love, which is a holiday, and who's ever going to say no to a free holiday? So by creating these gift vouchers, these can create beautiful templates that are technically already in the system that you can forward through to your guests or the recipients of these wonderful gift vouchers. You also have the option to personalize it and to play around with the contact template itself. And once again, brand it, make it your own, have a little fun with all of the great things that you could do it to make it look extra cool for your guests. Now, we have kind of gone through the kind of key areas that I think are definitely items that you should be jumping in to your database after this and popping into your system using those video tutorials and those knowledge-based articles that Brooke's been popping into the chat throughout. And obviously, feel free to click that little question mark on the top of your Newbook system to see all of those wonderful things. So we're just going to see if there's any little questions that anyone from the team has reached out for. If there's a little anything there, Brooke, that we want to add in on the end. No, everyone's been a little bit quiet, or we've been answering everyone too well. Cool. No worries. In that case, I hope you have enjoyed the webinar. Once again, if you do have questions, reach out to our team. We're more than happy to help with anything. But definitely check out those knowledge-based articles, video tutorials. Definitely stick around if you can for the end of the survey. There'll be a nice little quick quiz just so we can get a bit of feedback of what you've enjoyed, or even if there's any particular features or functionality that you want to learn a little bit more about. We'd definitely love to hear from you. So hope everyone enjoys this short little overview about some great ways to boost your revenue, get your guests back, and give them some amazing value. Have a great rest of your day.